Right, guys, sorry for the delay. We've got some really bad weather here in the place where I'm staying. So currently it is 3 points to 0 to the Griquas. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but like I said, some really bad weather here where I live. And at least we got footage now, and we've got a scrum here for the Griquas inside their own 22. Stefan Unrega. Oh, it's a penalty to the Western Province. So an opportunity here for the Western Province to really capitalize on this, and a good chance for Tim Sweel now to put this into the corner, 5 meters from the try line. I'm reading through the comment section here. Kevin Thomas says, "Hello, my scores 35-22 to the Western Province. Guru, what's going on? Orange juice again?" No, it's not. I actually had problems because it's really bad weather here where I live. So yeah, we've got it now. Shark Prince says, "Yes, Guru, made it through. You passed out on orange juice." No, I didn't. Right, here comes the Western Province now, 5 meters from the try line, and an opportunity for them to get the first try of this game. Godlin Masimla is waiting for the ball at the back of this driving ball. The Western Province now getting going. Yeah, just 2 meters out now. It's a good charge from the Western Province. Masimla waiting for this one, and just 2 meters out from the try line. Still coming through the forwards is the Western Province now, and Godlin Masimla gets it out to Tim Sweel. Out wide they go. Here's an opportunity for them, just a meter short of the try line, and pick up and go from the Western Province, and they get the first try of the game here. So a good start by them, and after 9 minutes, it is the Western Province through Leland Zas who gets the first try for the Western Province. Right, so the Western Province getting the first try of the game here, and a good breakaway from the Western Province from that driving maul, and Leland Zas just making sure to get the first points of this game for the Western Province. It is now 5 points to 3 with the conversion to come. Kevin Thomas says, "Lekker Friday rugby." Yeah, it is. It is Friday, and it's Curry Cup, so no URC or Six Nations this weekend. So the Western Province now into the lead in this game. Let's hope the scoreboard ticks over, because it's currently not showing the scoreboard. So 7 points to 3 to the Western Province after 10 minutes of play in this game. Some really good work there from Sergio Peterson to nearly get over the try line, but Leland Zas just finishing it off for the Western Province. I think I should make my own scoreboard here, because this one is pretty screwed up at the moment. Right, let's just get this going. So the Griquas and Western Province, just hang on, guys, I'll be there in a second for this one. So the Western Province, there we go. Let's just change that real quickly. So 7 points to 3 it is currently for the Western Province over the Griquas. Right, let's just sort that out real quickly. This one is not going to work for us, so stop the screen share. Let's share the other screen real quickly. So there we go. 7 points to 3 to the Western Province. And let's just reset that clock. And we've had about, let's just add the minutes real quickly to the scoreboard as well. Just waiting to see what the scoreboard shows at the moment. So we've had about 11 minutes in this game. 11 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact. So there we go. And the Griquas now with a penalty as they get it. So it's 6 points to the Griquas and 7 points to the Western Province after about 11 minutes or 12 minutes of play in this game. Let's just remove all that nonsense going on here at the moment. So there we go. 12 minutes gone. 6 points to 7, the Western Province leading at the moment in this game. Restart by the Griquas inside their own 22 and taken up. Oh, it's a knock-on from the Griquas. And a chance now for the Western Province to counter-attack here. And it's taken up by the number 8 of the Western Province, Godlin Simla, waiting for this one. But a little knock-on from the Griquas, and Yaku Paper gives the scrum to the Western Province here inside the 22 of the Griquas. Bad mistake from them as they knocked that ball on, and a great opportunity now for the Western Province to get some more points on this board. 3 handing errors from the Griquas and 2 from the Western Province. Gully Stormers says, come on, Western Province, we need a win today. And Shark Brand says, no, man, don't tell me Griquas are getting a hiding today. I was so looking forward to this game. So it's still a 1-point game at the moment. South Africa going to play New Zealand at 11 o'clock. Are you going to go live to the day? Unfortunately, Jasper, I don't do rugby, cricket commentary. So only rugby from this side. Here comes the Western Province off the back now. And Tim Sweel gets it out the back, puts a little stab through here. And a chase coming from Leland Zas, but into touch about 10 meters out from the Griquas try line. Shark Brain says, Laka Guru, good to see you back again. It's like you never left. Yeah. Now, I was getting a little bit worried because I was struggling to get the actual footage going for us. So, yeah. Hopefully, we're not going to have any disruptions for the rest of this game. Taken in by Griquas, 5 meters from their own try line as Unraga gets the kick away. But I think it's going to be a scrum down to the Western Province. Or is it? Let's just see what it's going to be. Sorry, guys, I'm just needing to get into this game because, like I say, we were disrupted. So penalty to the Griquas, 10 meters out from their own try line. Zander du Plessis now puts it into touch for the Griquas and roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Griquas territory at the moment. So 14 and a half minutes gone in this one. And a chance now for the Griquas from their own 10-meter line to attack in this game. Jasper Detway says, yes, need a win, Bulls. Curry Cup, we will win it at, the Curry Cup. So here comes the Griquas now from the 10-meter, the Western Province, sorry. So here's a chance now for them through Sergio Peterson up to the 10-meter line. Still going is Sergio Peterson between the 10 and the 22-meter line now. Godlin Missimla out to Tim Sweel back inside. They go from Kate Volhard, a little bit isolated, and well, a penalty advantage to the Western Province now. And a good opportunity for them to attack now as they work their way to just 5 meters out from the 22. It is Sergio Peterson again up to just 5 meters outside from the 22. Pick up and go now. Western Province now on the attack. Tim Sweel throws a little dummy. Just short of the 22 now. Here they come through Leland Zas. Over the 22 they go. A chance now for the Western Province. And it's Namakaba who takes it up for the Western Province. Godlin is similar. Oh, has there been a little knock on from the Western Province? I think Namakaba knocked that ball on. And it will be a scrum feed to the Griquas. Just inside the... Well, no, we're coming back for a penalty. Yaku Paper signaling for a penalty to the Western Province here, about 5 meters out from the right-hand touch line here. Yevis Mari Sellen says, hello, how's it going? And then Jasper asks, Guru, do you play rugby? Unfortunately, I think I am retired now. COVID-19 have basically screwed me over. So, 30, going on 34 this year. With club rugby, it's really hard to come back. So, unfortunately, I think I won't make any comeback real soon. So, it's one of those things. So, the Western Province now, Andre Hugo Venter with the feet to this line up 5 meters out from the try line. It's been overthrown. And here's a chance for Zander du Plessis now for the Griquas, securing that ball for them. Stefan Unraga waiting for this ball to come out for the Griquas now. 5 meters from their own try line. It's Sander du Plessis took it in. Stefan Unruger now waiting, gets it out to Bosov, who's going to put it on the boot, and he is going to find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line. So, I haven't even had time to go through the team lineups here today, guys. So let's quickly go and have a look at this lineup here for the Griquas. We've got Edward Davis, Hanko Puerta, Zanu Zito, Monsuela, Pretorius, Derek, Otto, Neil Amiris, Michael. Yeah, now this thing is screwed up pretty well. So we'll just go with what we see in front of us at the moment. Namakaba take this up, a little knock on from Godlin Masimla from the 22-meter line, and it's going to be a feed to the Griquas about 5 meters up from their own 22 at the moment. So while I'm trying to get that team sheets going for us, while we wait for the scrum to take place here, just outside the 22 of the Griquas, let's see if we can find the team lineups. There we go. So let me just sort this out real quickly for us. Like I say, nearly had no chance to get the team sheet going for us in this one. Scrum is taking place currently, and it is going to be a feed to Stefan Unruger for the Griquas, taken off the back, and a good drive there from the Griquas. Stefan Unruger waiting for it. There's a bit of space on the outside, but they make a little bit of a mess of it as the Griquas at the moment. Still about 5 meters out from the Griquas 22 at the moment. Now Unruger going with the high box kick over the top, and collected by Sergio. Oh, and he stopped it on. Is Sergio Peterson, and it will be a scrum down to the Griquas on the 10-meter line inside Western Province territory. So very scrappy at the moment from both teams at the moment. Right, while we wait for the scrum to take place, let me just get these team sheets going real quickly again. Almost there, guys. So let me just do this real quickly. One more move to go, and then we sort it out while we wait for the scrum to take place inside the Western Province 10-meter line at the moment. Right, so it is going to be Stefan Unruger to feed this ball into the scrum for the Griquas, taken off the back, and here comes Sander du Plessis over the 10-meter line for the Griquas now. Quick ball needed, penalty to the Griquas. Players diving off their feet at the moment for the Western Province, and a chance maybe for the Griquas to take the lead in this game as well. So good opportunity for Sander du Plessis or Bosov to take this penalty and convert it for them. Right, I think we should have the team sorted out now, and let's just delete all the others that's unnecessary at the moment. Right, so for those of you guys who've missed it, the lineup for the Griquas: Reinhard Jonker, Munir Hartzenberg, Jonathan Frankie, Sander du Plessis, Luther Obi, Fila Bosov, and Stefan Unruger in the backline. In Siba Barlow, Goma, Michael Amiris, Neil Otto, Derek Pretorius, Zwanele Zito, Hano Puerta, Janko Ace, and Eddie Davids in the forwards as that penalty goes over, and it's now 9 points to 7 to the Griquas leading in this game. Team for the Western Province: Kate Volhart, Sergio Peterson, Womba, Zwelandaba, Cornel Smith, Leland Saston, Swiel, and Godlin Masimla, with the forwards Keke Murabe, Marcel Tienis, and Namakaba, David Mayes, and Ben Jason Dixon, Nietlin Fushia, Andre Gupenta, and Ali Vermaak. As the kickoff from the Western Province inside the 22, kicked ahead by Stefan Unruger, and now a chance here for the Western Province through Tim Swiel, going high up into the air now. Chase coming from the Western Province. They do know the Griquas to get this ball back, and Unruger's kick has been charged down, but here's a chance now. The referee has blown on his whistle, and it looks like there might have been a knock-on from the Western Province somewhere down the line. Let's just see if Garabe, no, it's Kate Volhart who has knocked that ball on for the Western Province. Valenbuota says, Nance Guru. And then Kevin Thomas says, Dankie, do live stream for tonight's game. Appreciate it, Kevin. Thanks for all the support as well. Like I said, I thought for a moment that it won't be possible to do this, but luckily the weather's died down just a little bit here. Gully Stormer says, man, humid may be affected. Too many knock-ons at the moment. And then is the pitch still yellow in Kimberley? No, it's looking actually pretty damn well here at Kimberley. Looks like a decent rugby field. Jonathan Frankie takes it up for the Griquas now. Almost up to the 10-meter. Luther Obi making his way nearly up to halfway now. Is there a penalty advantage to the Griquas now as Jonathan Frankie makes his way up to the halfway line? Stefan Unraga gets it back now to Theo Bossov. Theo Bossov takes two defenders with him, not held in a tackle. And here he goes up over the 10-meter line, the 22-meter line. Oh, dear goodness me. There's been a knock-on from Stefan Unraga, but there might be a little bit of interference from the Western Province here. So Jaco Paper will be going upstairs for this one. Well. Let's see what's going to happen with this one. A great breakout from the Griquas, and now trouble for the Western Province here. 9 points to 7 after about 22 minutes of playing this one. Room 1495 says, Goeienaand Guru. Welcome to the live stream as well. Room 1459. So let's just have a look if there was any interference from the Western Province. Not that I can see. It just looks like a clear knock-on from Stefan Unraga, to be quite honest. So I think the Western Province there let off the hook by just really poor handling errors from the Griquas there. Just on the 22 in the middle of the field, Stefan Unraga knocking that ball on. So it should be a scrum down to the Western Province. Kevin Thomas says it's an epic game so far. And then Sharp Brain says Griquas seems like the desperate one to win this game. Absolutely. When you go to the Griquas or into Kimberley, it's never easy to win a game against any opposition. So, yeah, it is going to be a tough game today. Well, you could argue and say that there might have been a little bit of an early tackle or just a little bit of an ankle tap from the Western Province player. And the guy in question is the lock forward of the Western Province. It is Ben Jason Dixon that is in trouble here for the Western Province. 23 minutes gone in this game, and still awaiting the call from the TMO on this one. But I think it's going to be a scrum down to the Western Province right on the 22-meter line. Jaco Paper explaining there to the two captains there. Oh, dear goodness. Here comes a yellow card for the Western Province. It is Ben Jason Dixon who's going to get a yellow card for that. So it will be a penalty to the Griquas right on the 22-meter line. And to be quite honest, I don't agree with the decision. I think it was really nip and tuck at the end of the day. Ben Jason Dixon, very unfortunate to get the yellow card for that one. So Zander du Plessis now lining this one up right in front of the post on the 22-meter line here for the Griquas. Could extend the lead here to 12 points to 7 after about 24 minutes of play in this one. Very unfortunate there, the Western Province on that one. Griquas looking to take or extend the lead here to 12 points to 7. And an easy kick through for Zander du Plessis makes it 12 points to 7 for the Griquas. And this one is going to be tough for the Western Province. Sakabula says that card is a bit harsh. Yeah, no, that is true. 5 penalties conceded by the Western Province, 2 by the Griquas so far. Sharkbrain asks, was that done deliberately? I don't think so, Sharkbrain. Right, Tim Sweel to restart this one for us. And a high-hanging kickoff from the Western Province, taken beautifully by the Griquas on the 22-meter line as they form them all here. Penalty to the Griquas, and it's been deemed to come in from the side from the Western Province. Right, I am back again, guys. Apologies, it's really bad weather here where I'm staying at the moment. So it is raining cats and dogs at the moment, and there is quite a bit of thunder in the air as well. So I do apologize if there might be something, if there's any breakup in transmission as well. So what has currently happened, I'm not quite sure what happened, but it will be a scrum down to the Western Province, about 5 meters out from their own 22. And it will be a scrum feed to the Western Province. So Godlin must similar now to feed this ball to the scrum here for the Western Province. We've had about 26 minutes in this game. So still about 14 minutes left of this first half. Godlin Masimla feeds that ball in for the Western Province. Good scrum from them going the blind side. Here, Scotland Masimla as he breaks away. Gets it out to Sergio Peterson. Puts a little kick ahead. And into the hands there of the Griquas player. Now Sander du Plessis just outside his own 22 going for the 50-22 kick. That one is going to bounce. And it's going to be 5 meters out from the Western Province 22. A great kick there by Sander du Plessis for the Griquas. 12 points to 7 currently at the moment. Right, so 12 points to 7 currently. 4 penalties to the Griquas and a try by the Western Province so far. So discipline letting the Western Province down at the moment. Right, throw in here for Andre Higufenta for the Western Province. Just outside their own 22, taken beautifully. And now here comes the driving maul from the Western Province. And a penalty advantage coming for the Western Province as well now. Godlin Masimla waiting for that ball to come out. Gets it out to Tim Swiel. Now out it goes to Kate Volhatter. Oh, the ball has been ripped by Sander du Plessis. But we're coming back for the penalty to the Western Province. Important game here for the Western Province today. Don't want to lose this one, as the Griquas on a really good run himself at the moment. Right, Tim Swiel to put this out as far as possible for the Western Province. And he is going to find a beautiful touch between the 10 and the 22 of the Griquas. Right, good driving maul from the Western Province that led to that penalty for the Western Province. Sakabula asking, Guru, is that Kings Park behind you? No, in fact, I got it wrong. It's actually the Cape Town Stadium. So let's fix that quickly. Tafellager Stadium in Kimberley. Let's get that up real quickly. So here comes the driving maul from the Western Province, just outside the 22 of the Griquas. Oh, there's a knock on from the Western Province. And the ball kicked ahead, but collected by the Griquas now, and it looks like Mayhazen is going to try and counter-attack here from the Edric Aronson. Now it's got the ball, throws a little dummy just inside the 22 of the Griquas at the moment. Waiting for it is Stefan Unraga, and he just sets it up through the forwards. Waiting for that ball to come out. Goes with a box kick over the top. There is Stefan Unraga. Not going to find touch, though, into the hands of Kate Volhatter. And now there's a counter-attack here from the Western Province. It is Sergio Peter, Leland Sass up over the halfway line. Good tackle from Edric Aronson. The ball might have been stolen by the Griquas. Penalty here to them. And the Griquas do get the penalty there. And really poor discipline from the Western Province. Kevin Thomas says Griquas are up for this game. Absolutely. So doing really well at the moment. As they're just trying to stay in the lead at the moment is the Griquas. As that kick goes downfield. Not going to find touch over the dead ball line. And we should be coming back for a scrum down to the Western Province. Roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Griquas. So bad mistake there from Sander du Plessis. We've got 10 minutes left in this first half here, with the Griquas leading 12 points to 7 at the moment. 4 penalties to the try of the Western Province. Really good work there done by the right winger, Munir Hartzenberg, after Griquas to get away from his own try line there. And either way, it is going to be a scrum down to the Western Province between the 10 and the halfway line inside Griquas territory at the moment. Let me know as well who you guys think is going to win this game. I don't have a poll up currently on the channel. I think I should just put one up for you guys real quickly. Who will win this game? And then let's just put the Griquas, Western Province, or a draw. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, go and vote, guys. The poll is up on the channel. Here comes the Western Province now with an opportunity with Cornell Smith putting a little step ahead. But it is going to be the Griquas who win the race over the try line. And I do believe, let's just see what the referee have to say about this. But it might have been carried over the try line. So it might be a 5-meter scrum to the Western Province. So let's just have a look again. The Western Province on the attack. Cornell Smith with a kick ahead. And yes, he has taken it over the try line. So it's going to be a 5-meter scrum down to the Western Province. Casper the flagman says, yes, game very, very loose. Griquas have to win this game. And then do not have to think about it. It's Griquas. Yeah, no, look, I know you're a big fan of the Griquas, and I'm also backing the Griquas today. So let's see what's going to happen in this game. Currently leading this game, but a big scrum going to happen right here, right now. 5 meters out from the Griquas try line. 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. It is Godlin Masimla to feed this ball for the Western Province. 7.5 minutes to go in this first half. Godlin Masimla now to Sergio Peterson. He's just a meter short of the try line, though. But the referee has penalized. Have they penalized the Western Province here? Yes, they have. So penalty to the Griquas. Not quite sure what the reason is behind that. But it's a penalty to the Griquas 10 meters out from their own try line. As Sander du Plessis will try and kick this downfield as far as possible. Let's hope he finds touch this time round. Yeah, he does find touch. So between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Western Province, the Griquas now on the attack here. Still not sure what the reason behind that penalty was from Jakob Paper. But either way, between the 10 and the 22-meter line, it is going to be a penalty to the Griquas. Sharkbrain says, I bet plus 11 handicap on Griquas to win today. I think you're going to get that one. 11 points is quite a good handicap. How much are you getting out of it? Right, here comes the Griquas now on the attack with a driving ball. Penalty advantage coming as the Griquas now looking to dominate this play at the moment. Just before halftime, Stefan Unrega gets it out to Zander du Plessis. Now Theo Bosso. Boys, kick has been charged down. But the referee will call them back for a penalty there to the Griquas. A charge down there from Nombo Zwelandava, but unfortunate as we have to come back for the penalty to the Griquas. Right, will Sander du Plessis have another shot at goal? No, he's not going to have a shot. So the last 10 penalties, 8 out of the last 10 penalties has gone against the Western Province. Only 2 conceded by the Griquas, and it shows on the scoreboard as well. No tries for the Griquas so far. 4 penalties, 1 try to the Western Province. We've got 6 minutes to go in this 5 minutes to go in this first half, as the Griquas now well and truly on the attack. Yeah. Thrown coming from the Griquas, taken. Oh, it's been overthrown. And the Western Province have knocked that ball backwards. Is there a try for the Griquas? No, says the referee. It's been knocked on by the Griquas first. So it will be a scrum down to the Western Province, 5 meters from their own try line. Has that been deemed to have been knocked on by the Griquas? I don't think so. But either way, it will be a scrum down to the Western Province. Very lucky to get away with that one. 4.5 minutes to go in this first half for the Western Province to try and make something out of this. It's been a really scrappy, loose game at the moment, and yeah, they'll definitely need to pull up their socks in the second half. Godlin Masimla feeds that ball into the scrum now. Good solid scrum from the Western Province. Gets it out to Cornell Smith, who takes it up for the Western Province. Godlin Masimla just waiting for it. Goes over the top with a box kick. And beautiful touch, found a runabout on halfway here for the Western Province. 4 minutes to go in this first half. And although the Griquas are leading, it's just been pretty damn scrappy at the moment. Casper says, hi, Guru, laka. I might come through next week to visit Griquas and do a live show with the Griquas legends and some players. That is amazing, Casper. I wish I was closer to the actual players. Living about 240 kilometers away from the Cheetahs and almost the same away from the Griquas. It's just been really, really tough. Barry Green says, hi, Guru, how's your week so far? Shark Brain says, Guru, no orange juice today. No, I'm on something else today. Right, here comes the Griquas now on the halfway line. Through the middle they go with the forwards up to the 10-meter line. And good attacking opportunity here for them now. Unraga gets it out. Now it's Reinhard Jonko who makes a couple of meters up to the 10-meter line for them as well. Unraga now waiting for it. Oh, it's knocked backwards by the Griquas. Luther Obi have to recover this for the Griquas. Going backwards now, intercepted by Leland Zas. But was there a little knock on from them? No, says the referee, play on. So the Western Province now between the 10 and the 22. Now, here's going to call it. So a little knock on from Leland Zas as he intercepted that ball. It's going to be a scrum down to the Griquas on the 10-meter line. We still got about 2.5 minutes to go in this first half here. Shark Brain says, hi, Casper. I think if Griquas lose, I lose 50 Rand. So the betting going on at the moment, I think it would have been a really good bet to go on the Griquas for the victory today, especially the fact they are playing in Kimberley as well. So 9 penalties conceded by the Western Province, only 3 by the Griquas. Current possession 56-44 to the Western Province. Territory going 63-37 to the Western Province as well. So they're leading everywhere else but the scoreboard at the moment. And a throw now from Stefan Unraga right on the 10-meter line inside Griquas half. A good opportunity for the Griquas to maybe go in one last attack before halftime. But a big scrum from Western Province, and they win a penalty there. What will they do with this one? With 1.5 minutes to go, can they put this out into touch and possibly get a try? Or will they go for the kick at goal? Great scrum there from Alistair Vermaak. And Tim Swill will line this up to try and get the Western Province to 10 points. Right, Kevin Thomas says, we've got that one. And then Cully Stormer says, hanging by a thread against Griquas is just not good enough. But then again, Kimberley is a tough place to go. And Barry says, was asking how was your week? You missed my other sentence. No, the week has been fine, Barry. Thank you for asking. It's been a fruitful week, done some good training, work has been well, and we've got some really good rugby on for the weekend. So everything is very good by my side. So the Western Province now up to 10 points here. So it's a 2-point lead here for the Griquas at the moment. Shark Brand says, Barry, we are trying to listen to the rugby, mate. Yeah, so 12 points to 10 it is. The Griquas still leading this one with 15 seconds to go in this first half. Let's see what's going to happen. Taken in by the Western Province right on the 22-meter line. 5 meters outside of the zone to do. Jason Dixon gets it up. Nice little offload, but it's knocked backwards by the Western Province. Namakaba has taken it on a 10-meter line. Now Cornell Smith gets it out to Sergio Peterson. He steps back inside. right up to the 10-meter line of the Griquas again now, the Western Province. Good opportunity now. Tim Sweel gets it out. Cornell Smith with a long cut-out pass. Yes, Andre Igefenta gets it out to the big outside center of the Western Province now, just between the 22 and the 10. Cover trying to get that ball off to Tim Sweel now. Still coming now. Cornell Smith. Cornell Smith tries to run around Sander du Plessis. He gets around him. Here's another opportunity. Luther Obi makes the tackle on him. Now quick ball back to Tim Sweel. Throws a little dummy between the 22 and the 10-meter line of the Griquas. Ben Jason Dixon takes it up. Now just 5 meters outside of the 22. Here comes Masimla to Andre Igefenta, or Neetling Bashir, sorry. Now Masimla waiting for it. The ball comes out very slowly. Namakaba in control of that ball for the Western Province. Time is up on the clock for the first half. 6 phases. Now that goes out again to the Western Province. Still about between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Here they come. Morabe takes it up for the Western Province. Here comes Namakaba again. Over the 22-meter line they go. Leland Zas pick up and go over the just 5 meters out. Oh, he's knocked it on for the Western Province. 5 meters out from the try line. And we are going to go into halftime with the Griquas in the lead by 2 points. A great breakout from Leland Zas. A pick up and go into space from him. But unfortunately, just knocking that ball on. Yeah, no, look, so many handling errors in this first half. It's really brought this game down to its knees, to be quite honest. 1 try from the Western Province, 0 from the Griquas, 4 penalties to go with that for Sander du Plessis. But currently the Griquas leading by 12 points to 10 at halftime. We are going to go for a quick break, guys, but when I do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game. So don't go anywhere. We will be back really shortly with the second half of this game. Right, guys, we are back for the second half of this game between the Griquas and the Western Province. Currently, Griquas leading by 2 points at the moment, and the Western Province will look back and think of this first half as missed opportunities, missed out throughout this game through knock-ons and really ill discipline at times as well. Let's have a look here. Cully Stormer says, man, no luck today, but good effort, boys. And then Casper says, halftime 12-10 to the Griquas now for that halftime chat by Coach Peter. So I'm missing out on that one. But yeah, it's been, well, the game that I've been watching has been ridden with errors and knock-ons and penalties. So I can't say that it's a free-flowing game at the moment. It's been really disappointing to say the least. But the only thing that matters is that the Griquas are leading at the moment, and the Western Province are being beaten by 2 points at the moment. So this home ground advantage working for the Griquas at the moment. I know a lot of Western Province fans won't agree with me on this one, but it is what it is at the moment. Griquas leading by 2 points at half time. Shark Brain says Griquas better not lose here today. Well, at least you've got an 11-point buffer. So currently, 13-point buffer. So the Storm or the Western Province need to score twice before you lose your bet, Shark Brain. So you're still in with a good chance here. You still haven't told me how much you will win if you do get the victory here today. Let me know in the comment section. We do have the poll up at the moment. We've had 43 votes so far. Who will win this game? So 56% of the votes going to the Western Province currently, and 40% going to the Griquas, while 5% are going for the draw. So yeah, tightly contested game on the poll as well. So Griquas leading with 2 points currently. Let's quickly go and have a run through the team lineups again. So Reinhard Jonker, Munir Hartzenberg, Jonathan Frankie, Zander Duplessis, Luther Obi, Philip Bosov, and Stefan Unrega for the Griquas. Then in the forwards, we've got Siba Balu, Koma, Michael Amiris, Neil Otter, Derek Pretorius, Zwanele Zito, Hanna Puerta, Anko Ace, and Eddie Davids. They've been doing really well so far in this first half. Like I said, we did join a little bit late for this game due to some really bad weather here this side. But yeah, so far it's been very scrappy. Looking at the lineups of the Western Province, Kate Volhart at fullback today, Sergio Peterson, Nombo Zwellendaba at outside centre, Cornel Smith, Leland Zas, Tim Swill, and Gotland Masimla. For me, the Western Province players stand out so far has been Leland Zas, although he has knocked that ball on 5 meters from the try line before half time. Forwards Keke Murabe, Marcel Tennyson, Namakaba, David Mayhays, and Ben Jason Dixon, Nietlin Pusher, Andre Hufent, and Ali Vermaak as we start the second half. And it's a deep kick in from the Western Province taken by the Griquas inside their own 22. So a good ruck form there by the Griquas, and Stefan Unrega waiting for this ball to come out for the Griquas. The box kick over the top as it will be finding touch. Right up on the 2-meter line inside Griquas territory. So the Western Province now with a good attacking opportunity here from the 2-meter line inside Griquas territory. Kevin Thomas says Western Province should take it. Stop silly errors at the moment. Right, so Andre Higufente with a throw into this line out. Taken by Namakaba. Now Godlin Masimla. Tim Swill with a little chip kick over the top. And it passes through everybody at the moment. A little knock on from the Western Province as the Griquas now have possession just outside their own 22. But the referee is going to call them back for that knock on 5 meters outside of their own 22. So scrum down to the Griquas here. Kate Volhart just knocking that ball on, unfortunately, for the Western Province. Nobody wanted that ball, that little chip kick over the ball over the top. The bounce of the ball was horrible for both teams, really. So a minute and a half gone in this second half. And the Griquas now with a feed to the scrum just outside their own 22. Stefan Unrega to feed this ball into the scrum for the Griquas. Let's see. Shark Brain says, Kevin, that's not how this is going to play out. Clarence Lowe says, not an easy one for any team against Griquas on their home ground. Not a soft landing there if you get tackled. Leon Adams says, focus, Western Province, open your eyes. So Stefan Unrega waiting for it now, set up by the forwards just outside the 22 of the Griquas. Stefan Unrega waiting for this ball to come out for them. A box kick over the top from Stefan Unrega. The chase coming now, taken by Kate Volhatter on the halfway line. Gets the pass out to Marcel Tennyson. He sets it up between the 10 and the halfway line now. Tim Swill tries to go on his own. Gets the pass out to Cornell Smith, who's going to try and straighten the line for the Western Province now. Right on halfway, Masimla. Tim Swill out to Keke Morabe. Tackled really well by the Griquas. Now comes back Tim Swill out to Sergio Peterson. Fends off one player. And still coming is the Western Province now. It's David Mayhazen between the 22 and the 10-meter line now for the Western Province. Disruption from the Griquas gets it up to Sergio Peterson, but a little knock on from Godlin Masimla. And it will be a scrum down again to the Griquas. So good pressure there at ruck time by the actual fullback of the Griquas, who really did well there to disrupt it, Reinhard Jonker. So scrum down to the Griquas between the 22 and the 10-meter line here for the Griquas, as Mazi Buko comes on for Neetling Forshire for the Western Province. So we've had 3.5 minutes gone in this second half, and the Western Province continuing with that little knock-ons at the moment, which is really disrupting the continuity at the moment for the Western Province. Griquas just needs to hold on for another 36 minutes in this game. Stefan Unrega feeds it to the scrum now. Off the back it comes. Oh, a mess up there as Zander du Plessis needs to collect it inside his 22. Beats one defender. Gets the offload to Frankie. And now it's a good run here from the Griquas between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half. Right in the middle of the field now. Ball coming back for Stefan Unrega. Just waiting for it now is the scrum off of the Griquas. Good ground made by the Griquas now between the 10 and the 22 inside their own half. Stefan Unrega waiting for this ball at the back of the ruck. Right, he is going to go with the box kick over the top. And Meisenberg is chasing after this one right on halfway. The bounce of the ball goes into the hands of Marcel Tennyson up over the 10-meter line here for the Western Province. Masimla waiting, penalty advantage coming for the Western Province now. And right on the 10-meter line as they get it out to Namakawa. Namakawa to Tim Swill. Cornell Smith, out it goes to the forwards right on halfway now for the Western Province. Nice little pop pass to Namakawa, gets the offload to Mazi Buko. Right on the 10-meter line of the Griquas now is the Western Province. Masimla gets it out now. Good drive from David Mayhazen now. Tim Swill off the back to Sergio Peterson. Long cut pass to Leon Zas. A little chip kick over the top. The bounce of the ball not gone to the Western Province as it bounces into touch. But I think we will come back for the penalty to the Western Province. Yeah, Jakob Paper going back to the 10-meter line, almost right in the middle of the field. So a chance here for the Western Province maybe to take back the lead in this game, as Tim Swill will have a shot at goal here. Yeah, Kevin Thomas says, Shark Brain High, Western Province all the way. Everyone knows Griquas is a tough team to play in Kimberley. Those guys grow beards at age 14. And then Kevin Thomas says, I'm actually a Shark supporter, but not big Griquas fan. And Leo Adams says, giving away possession assumes skills needs to be sharpened up. And Philip Nell says, Griquas ven en maak dinge mooi. So Tim Swill now is going to try and break the Griquas hearts at the moment to take them back into the lead here with a single point in this game. Right, Tim Swill lining it up, and the kick goes to the right of the post. So missed opportunity there for the Western Province. 6.5 minutes gone in this second half. And the Western Province really missing out on a chance to go back into the lead. It is the Griquas leading 12 points to 10 as Leon Lylands goes up onto the field here. Right, so currently the Griquas leading by 2 points in this game as the restart from the Griquas goes directly into touch. And it will be a scrum down to the Western Province right on the 22-meter line. 7 minutes gone in this second half. And the Western Province now with a good scrum right in the middle of the field on a 22-meter line and a good opportunity for them to go on the attack. Some really unprofessional errors from Zander du Plessis at the moment. Such a hero last time round against the Pumas, but today having a really poor game so far. Western Province now on the attack, right on the 22-meter line, scrum down in the middle of the field here as Godlin Masimla will feed this ball to the scrum. Keke Murabe at the back of the scrum here for the Western Province. Will he pick this ball up and go? No, big scrum from the Griquas, however, but we will have a reset scrum here to the Western Province. They can consider themselves very unlucky as the Griquas there. A big scrum from the loosehead prop of the Griquas. Number 1, Eddie Davids, doing a really good work there for the Griquas. Tim Swill not the best of kickers, and Casper agrees not at all. And Sharkbrain says Griquas need to get a try now. Yeah, they just need to get ahead by more than the 2 points that they're currently leading with. They don't need the Western Province to put pressure on them throughout this game. Godlin Masimla now to feed this for the Western Province. Keke Murabe controlling at the back of the scrum. Now he picks up, gets it out to Masimla. The pass out wide to Tim Swill, about 10 meters out from the try line now. It's the Western Province. Gets it back to Namakaba. Keke Murabe in possession now. Gets it out to Ben Jason Dixon, but he's isolated. Quick ball comes back to the Western Province. Cornell Smith now. Just 5 meters out from the try line is the Western Province. Masimla now comes back to Ben Jason Dixon. Pick up and go from them. Just 2 meters out is the Western Province now. Pick up and go over the try line. No, they're not. Just a meter short is the Western Province. Masimla waiting for it to pick up and go from them. And what do you believe it? A knock on from the Western Province. Bad mistake from Keke Murabe as the Western Province knocked that ball on just a meter short of the try line. And it's those little mistakes that's going to cost them the game. Achilles says, I'm at work, so I can't be here. Just came on to send greetings to you all and the man of the match, or the man of the hour, the Guru. Thank you, Achilles. Sharkbrain says, Jakob Paper exchanged his Bull jersey for a Western Province jersey today. And Achilles says, oh, Griquas win though. So, yeah, looking forward to the remainder of this game. The Western Province, their own worst enemy at the moment, as we've got an injury break at the moment to the loosehead prop of the Griquas, who's had a really good game, is Eddie Davids at the moment. So still 30 minutes to play in this one for the Griquas to hold on to the slender lead of 2 points. The Western Province, like I say, have been their own worst enemy at the moment, knocking that ball on vital occasions where they should have actually scored a try or two. Sharkbrain says the rugby gods are not smiling with the Western Province today. No, absolutely not. Too many errors from them. They should have been in the lead by at least 14 to 20 points, give or take all the mistakes that they've made in this throughout this game, really, is the Western Province. Right, more changes coming up for the Griquas now, as there's a replacement on. Andrew Sergel comes on for Amiras for the Griquas, and what a replacement to have for the Griquas as well. valuable player in this Griquas setup is Andrew Sergel as well. 12 points to 10 currently. The Griquas leading the Western Province at the moment. Scrum down now to Griquas 5 meters out from their own try line. Stefan Unraga to feed this ball for the Griquas. Still 30 minutes remaining. Big scrum from the Griquas, and they won the penalty as well. So a big victory there at scrum time for them, and accolades all around here for the boys of the Griquas. And it's Eddie Davids who wins the penalty for the Griquas there. Great work from them. Leon Adams says, if you can't hold on to your balls, you'll wet your pants. So, yeah, that is about what's happening with the Western Province today. As Sander du Plessis gets the kick out almost up to the halfway line. Sharkbraid says, Leon, that's a bit below the belt. Well, it is the truth, to be quite honest. So, 65 votes so far. Who will win this game? 52% have voted for the Western Province, while 45% have gone for the Griquas. 3% have gone for the draw so far. It is going to be a Griquas throw into this lineup right on halfway now. And looking for a bit of continuity now. Right, it's been stolen by the Western Province. And here they come through. Andre Higeventer gets the pass out to Tim Swiel on the 10-meter line now. Gordon Masimla out to Namakaba again. Just over the 10-meter line now. Gordon Masimla out to Tjenison. Gets the pass out to Andre Higeventer just short of the 22-meter line. Right in the middle of the field, penalty to the Western Province, and surely that will put them back into the lead in this game. Well, it's starting to get a little bit too loose in this game. Not rolling away at the breakdown is the call against Griquas, but it is sloppy as hell at the moment. 28 minutes to go. The Western Province now signaling for the post, and this should put them back into the lead here. Rian Swart says, go Griquas, Van Alliance supporter up. So the Griquas having plenty of support in this game. I'm actually having one of my friends over watching the game with me at the moment, but he doesn't want to be on screen. So big Western Province Stormers fan, and he was delighted with that penalty. So that kick goes over the post. It is the Western Province into the lead here by 13 points to 12 with 28 minutes to go. Right, can the Western Province now hold on to this lead that they've currently got? It's been very sloppy this last 12 minutes of this game, so hopefully we'll see a bit better play in the remainder of the second half. 27 minutes to go as Solomon replaces Venter for the Western Province as well. A deep kick in taken by Leland Zas, beats two defenders just short of the 20, well, just inside his 22, but it's a penalty to the Griquas as players off their feet are joining in from the ruck. From the side of the ruck is the call from the referee. So Sander du Plessis could put the Griquas back into the lead. Now they've opted to go for touch here. So putting that kick out about 10 meters out from the Western Province try line. And a bad mistake from the Western Province. That kick, let's just see, joining in from the side of the ruck was the call against the Western Province there. And the right call indeed. Right now it's Dube on for Davids. And I don't think that's the right decision from the coaching staff. Eddie Davids has been brilliant for the Griquas today so far at scrum time. But let's see what they can do with this one. Well, it looks like Chad Solomons is going off again and Andre Higeventer is coming back on. So I'm not quite sure what is going on there at the moment. Right, line out 5 meters out from the Western Province try line here for the Griquas. And a great opportunity to take back the lead in this game. Throw-in comes to the front, beautifully taken by the Griquas, and here comes the driving maul from them. Needs to be careful not go to the side. They do make their way still forward. Now it goes to the ground. Is this driving maul? Will it come back for the Griquas? No, it won't. It's going to be a scrum down to the Western Province. 5 meters from the try line, 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. So the Western Province doing really well there to stop that driving maul from the Griquas. Sharp Prince says, no, Guru, we need more province supporters right now. There's already too many in this chat. Kevin Thomas says, my second team, Western Province. And Leon Adams says, sloppy, yes. Seems that any lead is a good enough at the moment. Yeah, no, it's been a very scrappy and very sloppy game here between the two sides today. 13 points to 12. The Western Province leading the Griquas, and I can clearly see that I don't have the approval of my friend. He gave me a grin look when I said it's been a sloppy game so far. Well, just Western is leading, that's all. Right, Colin Musler to feed this ball to the scrum. Big scrum coming from the Griquas now. And they are going to win a penalty here, 5 meters from the try line. Great scrum from the Griquas. And the job gone to the Western Province. Great work there from the Griquas, putting the pressure on to the Western Province from the get-go there. And this is 5 meters from the right-hand touchline, so I probably think they won't go for goal. Yeah, no, they've gone for touch. So 5 meters out from the try line. Can the Griquas now make it work for them? It is the throw-in coming now from the hooker. It is Hanko Ace to throw this in for the Griquas. Finds the front jumper. Here comes the driving ball from the Griquas. This is looking good. Try time to the Griquas. And they're over for the first try of this game. Great work there. Great driving ball from the Griquas. And they're back into the lead with 24 minutes to go in this game. Great work from the Griquas, putting the pressure on the Western Province. And whoever said it's easy to win in Kimberley must be sorely mistaken himself. Great work, great driving ball from them. And a super try to the Griquas, 5 meters out from the Western Province try line. Kevin Thomas says 1 try for Western Province, over for Griquas. So in fact, it is now the Griquas who have scored. So trouble now for the Western Province. Sharp Brain says Griquas not serious today. Leon Adams says that confidence from Griquas, trusting to force another penalty, if not try. And then Leon Adams says, come on, Western Province. So Sander Duplessis now with the conversion attempt for the Griquas from 5 meters out from the right-hand touch line. And that's going to be pulled to the left of the post. So 17 points to 13. It's a 4-point game at the moment with 23 or 22 and a half minutes to go in this second half. Still anybody's game at the moment. Now Tim Swill with the restart for this game. And he's going to go deep inside the 22. Andres Sergel nearly knocking that ball on. Gets it out to Unrega. And he's going to kick it downfield. Not going to find touch into the hands of Kate Volhata. He's going to go high up into the air. Chase coming from the Western Province. But Stefan Unrega, he hasn't collected that. Connor Smith now has got it for the Western Province, but another penalty against the Western Province there. I think players offside, says Jakub Paper. So bad discipline there from the Western Province. Penalty, and Zander Duplessis will now put this into touch. And he's going to find touch. Oh, that's a beautiful kick from him. Finding touch about 15 meters out from the Western Province try line. Everything now working out for the Griquas again. Yeah, players not retreating the 10 meters is the call from Jakub Paper, and rightfully so. 21 minutes to go in this game. The Griquas now 10 meters out from the Western Province try line. It is Anko Ace to throw this ball in for the Griquas. And let's see where it goes. It goes to the front again. Driving maul been formed by the Griquas. But it is going to be a scrum down to the Western Province. Not thrown in straight from the Griquas. And the Western Province led off the hook there. really can't afford the silly, stupid mistakes at this professional level that they are at the moment. Right, scrum down to the Western Province, 10 meters from their own try line at the moment. Sharp Brain says, now, wow, nothing is more beautiful than a try in Kimberley. And Wynand Rotenbach says, WP, julle moet wakker word. Yeah, they're wide asleep at the moment. Right, scrum down to the Western Province, 10 meters from their own try line at the moment. 75 votes. Who will win this game? Western Province still leading with 56% to the 41% of the Griquas. Scrum goes down, and we will have a reset scrum here for the Western Province. 20 minutes to go in this game, and the Griquas have the slightest of leads at the moment. Melvin Baker says, have faith in my team. Go Western Province. Big scrum coming up for them. The last one going to the Griquas winning the penalty, so they'll be quite confident going into this one. 20 minutes left in this game, and the Western Province on the back foot at the moment. Scrum goes down again. This time it's penalty to the Western Province. Quickly taken by Simla. Right up to the 22-meter line and go. Was that the right decision? Yes, it is. So knocked back 10 meters by the Griquas. So penalty just 5 meters outside of the 22 of the Western Province now. And Tim Swill can kick this into touch for the Western Province. Good thinking there by Codlin Simla. And he finds touch on the 10-meter line inside Griquas territory. It's a 4-point game at the moment. 19 minutes to go in this game. It is going to be Chad Solomon to throw this ball into the line out for the Griquas, for the Western Province. Finds May Hazer now. Simla out to Tim Swill. Loop around with Cornell Smith. He's going to straighten the line. Up to the 10-meter line they go. Namakaba pick up and go. Driven back in the tackle. Beautiful defense from the Griquas. And they might even turn this over. No, it's taken by Morabe. Just over the 10 now. Simla out to Cornell Smith again. Good take from him now. It's Ben Jason Dixon who makes a couple of meters. Oh, it's been knocked on by Simla. Now advantage here to the Griquas. Between the 10 and the 22-meter line, they do have possession. Dube gets it out to Theo Bossov. Out it goes to Luther Obi. He's going to have a run from inside his own 22. Now gets it out to Meisenberg. Meisenberg steps back inside, just 5 meters outside of his own 22. Gets it out to Dube again now, just setting it up for the Griquas. Driven back in the tackle there. Just still between the 22 and the 10-meter line here. Inside the Griquas territory at the moment. Unraga now waiting for this one to come out. He's going to go with the box kick over the top. Meisenberg is chasing after this one. Oh, it's taken beautifully by Meisenberg. Now Henrik Arendse gets it out now. Theo Bossov. He's going to straighten the line for them. Between the halfway line and the 10-meter line inside Griquas half. Unraga now in possession for the Griquas. He is going to get it out to Zander du Plessis, who's going to go with a kick downfield. And that's going to go directly into touch. So we are going to come back all the way back to the 10-meter line of the Griquas. Throw into the Western Province. He's not having a good game in Zander du Plessis today. Kevin Thomas says it's tough traveling up to Griquas for most teams. Also asking, when last did the Griquas win Currie Cup? Well, I'm not quite sure. It's been years. I know that they have won it before, but I honestly, I don't think I was born. Right, here comes the replacement for the Western Province. It's Percy on for Simla. Let's see. Let me go and have a look. When last did Griquas win the Currie Cup? When did the Griquas win the Currie Cup? Let's see if we can find a date. Here comes the Western Province now on a 10-meter line inside the Griquas half. Now Percy tries to put a little tap in. but well collected again by the Western Province on the 10-meter line. Now it's Tienerson on the 10-meter line. They come now. It's Leland Zas out. It goes. So big thumping tackle there on the Western Province, and this could be a counter ruck here from the Griquas. Now they do get it back. It's Tienerson up over the 10-meter line. Still coming, Ben Jason Dixon, Tim Sweel now out to Cornell Smith, who strived valiantly. Now Ben Jason Dixon gets it out to Namakaba. Still on the 10-meter line. Will they get it back? Percy gets it out. Cornell Smith. Tim Sweel now. Out it goes to Leon Lyons, who makes a couple of meters. Now Tim Sweel. Now here's an opportunity for the Western Province as they make their way up to the 22-meter line. Percy, Tim Sweel, Cornell Smith with a little dap ahead. Kate Fallout chasing after this, but it's gone over the net ball line. But I think it might be a 5-meter scrum to the Western Province. Right, so to answer your question, the Griquas won the Currie Cup in 1970. They brought the biggest surprise in the Currie Cup final when the Griquas players gathered in Kimberley after work on a Friday and on a Saturday morning and beat the mighty Northern Transvaal when Piet Smith kicked a penalty into the wind from his own half to win the match. That is according to Google. So 1970 was the last time that the Griquas won the Currie Cup. Shark Brain says to win a Currie Cup, you need to win away games, and Griquas don't travel well, which is true as well. So Rian Swart said, I guess in 1970. Yeah, so that is correct. Right, the injury break to one of the players at the moment here for the Griquas. We will have a 22-meter restart here. So I thought it was going to be a 5-meter scrum to the Western Province, but I guess I got that one wrong. So Sander du Plessis to restart it for the Griquas now, and a wobbly little kick downfield. Now here's a chance, Sergio Peterson on halfway. He goes on the run, nearly breaks the first line of defense, but good defense from the Griquas. Percy gets it out to Namakaba. He's going to straighten the line just up over halfway now. Good counter ruck from the Griquas again. Ben Jason Dixon, he's isolated now. This could be a penalty to the Griquas. No, it might have been turned over. Yes, it has. Griquas have got this ball now between the 10 and the halfway line. Gets it out to Bossoff now out to Andrew Sergel. Sergel up over halfway for the Griquas. Quick ball needed. Is it been turned over? No, it comes back to the Griquas side. Sander du Plessis throws a dummy, steps back inside. Just up over halfway is Sander du Plessis now. Pick up and go from Dube. Up to the 10-meter line. And we are going to go back for a knock-on from the Western Province. Scrum down on halfway here for the Griquas. About 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline. And well done for that. Yeah, Willem Botha says 1970 was the last time Griquas had last gewin. And then Kevin Thomas, thank you. I wasn't born yet. Yeah, no, me too. 18 years later, to be exact. Right, we've got 12 and a half minutes to go in this game. The Griquas still leading by 17-13. Let's see if they can hold on to this slender lead that they've got at the moment. Another penalty, I think, will win it for them. If not, a possible draw might be on the cards. Scrum down right on halfway as another replacement is on for the Griquas here. As replacement scrum off comes on. And it is Regan Urania who's on the field for the Griquas. Unrika having a really decent game here. And Gamlasse is on for Frankie as well for the Griquas. Right, scrum down to the Griquas right on halfway now. 10 meters from the left-hand touchline. It is going to be Regan Orania to throw this ball in for the Griquas. Big scrum to come up. If they can milk a penalty from here, they could potentially win this game. Big scrum coming from the Griquas. They need to get this out. The wheel of the scrum. But it is going to be another reset scrum here. So a valuable minute wasted there by the Griquas. Another scrum down to the Griquas now as Regan Urania will throw this ball in for the Griquas. Sharkbrain says, so no one here has ever seen the Griquas win a Currie Cup. Absolutely. And also, I trust Urania. He's very dangerous on the attack. Right, let's see what happens with this one. Big scrum from the Western Province. Andrew Sigel picks it up. Theo Bossoff now between the 10 and the halfway line. Urania now. Pick up and go now. Gets the pass out. Oh, into no man's land. But a penalty to the Griquas. And you can expect Sander du Plessis to line this one up right on the halfway, 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. Or not. No, he's not. He's going to kick this into touch. The Griquas wanting to win this game. Well, the penalty count has just been ridiculous. 14 penalties against the Western Province, 7 against the Griquas, lining up to 21 in total today. And it just sums up the sloppy game that we've seen so far in this game. Right, so about 10 meters out from the Western Province try line, it is going to be the Griquas on the attack again. Can they seal this game off now? We've got about 10 and a half minutes to go. Throw in now coming from the Griquas. Let's see, comes to the front. Great take and a driving ball set up by the Griquas. Looks like they might be moving forward with this one. Can the Western Province keep them out? It's not going anywhere at the moment. It's static as it goes down. Urania now waiting for this one. He does get it out now, and a chance here for Bossoff to take it up for the Griquas. Urania waiting for it. Gets it out to the big forwards. They're going to set it up through Andrew Sergel. Now again Urania. Good work from Goma. Penalty advantage to the Griquas. Sander du Plessis has knocked it on. Oh, he's had a terrible game today. As good as he was last week, he's just been terrible today. But we are coming back for a penalty to the Griquas. And this one is going to be, let's see, about 10 meters from the left-hand touch line, 10 meters up from the Western Province try line. They might want to go for touch again. 11J said, hi, I hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. 11J said, Lynette Barnard says, what a game from Reinhard Jonker. Such a talented player. Absolutely, the fullback of the Griquas have been in really good form today and has played really well. 11J said, I hope Griquas win this game. Not long to go, but they should get another try. So if they're going to score from here, 5 meters out, it's game, set, and match with 9 minutes to go in this game. Throw-in now taken by Andrew Sergel. The driving ball from the Griquas now. Can they win this game from here? This is looking good for the Griquas. They bring in the back line and over the try line they go. It's right on to the Griquas. That's game, set, and match with 8.5 minutes to go. The Griquas have scored the try and has broken the Western Province hearts here. And let's see who gets the accolades for the try. It is Gustav Durant who gets the try for the Griquas. And great performance from this Griquas side in the end of the day. Very sloppy game, not up to standard on the Western Province, and they are paying the price here today. 22 points to 13 with 8 minutes to go. It should be all done and dusted from here. 11J said Jonker used to, well, Sharks used to have Jonker, right? So I think he was with the Sharks. He trained with them and everything, but I don't think he actually played for the Sharks. I might be wrong. Sander du Plessis now with the conversion attempt here for the Griquas, and I'm seeing some sour grapes here in front of me with my friend not happy with the Western Province performance at all. 22 points to 13. Conversion coming from Sander du Plessis. He has pulled it to the left again. Terrible game from Sander today. And even though he's having a disastrous game, the Griquas still managed to find a way to win this game. 22 points to 13 at the moment. Sharkbrain says Kimberley is an absolute fortress. Griquas Easter, says Rian Swart. Right, the restart now taken by Andres Sergel between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Retief on for Zito as well for the Griquas. 7 minutes to play. Urania with the ball in hand now. The back of this ruck gets it out. Oh, Dube has knocked it on. Here comes Cornel Smith out to Sergio Peterson. Back inside to Cornel Smith who knocks it on. 10 meters from the try line. And that has been the story of the day for the Western Province. As we will come back for the first infringement from the Griquas. But, yeah, one knock on before half-time. That would have put the Western Province into the lead at halftime. And now another knock-on from Cornel Smith, 10 meters out from the try line, have sealed the Western Province fate today. Still 6 minutes to go in this one. But quite frankly, it is over as a contest for me now. I can't see the Western Province come back into this game today. Cornel Smith, probably the Western Province best player on the field today. The inside centre. And a pity that Damien Willemse and Dan du Plessis are having such a good crack at the Stormers, because this guy's not far away from joining the senior team of the Stormers at the moment. Kevin Thomas just summed it up nicely there. And Sharkbrain says, Kevin, why so serious? Province went to Kimberley just to knock on the ball on for 80 minutes. Yeah, no, that's true. They've knocked the ball on every single time they've had the opportunity to have done that. 11J said, have Griquas beaten Western Province before? So, yes, they have quite a lot of times. So, I'm just going to try and pull up the previous results of the two teams to just give you an idea of the previous results. Hopefully, we can find that for you. Right, so the Western Province now on the attack, just outside of the 22. Leland Zass up to the 22-meter line for the Western Province. Percy now waiting for it. Just outside the 22, now taken up. Good driving from the Western Province now. Mayhazen up to just short of the 22. A knock on from Percy again. And, yeah, it just sums up everything now. Advantage here to the Griquas. Inside their own 22 now. Ngomzulu on for Volate for the Western Province as well. As Sander du Plessis gets a kick downfield, not going to find touch. So Western Province now on the attack from inside their own half. Here's a chance for them. Gets the pass out to Tim Swill, knocked on by Sergio Peterson. And here comes the Griquas again now. Oh no, it's been knocked on either way. So it's going to be a scrum down now to the Griquas first off. Right, so here's the results of the head-to-head from the Griquas versus the Western Province. So, to be quite frank, the last time they played in the Currie Cup in 2019, the Griquas beat the Western Province by 27-23. And in the Supersport Rugby Challenge playoffs, the Griquas beat the Western Province 50-21. 2018 Currie Cup, Western Province beat them 38-12. 2017, 55-27 to the Western Province. 2017, the Griquas beat the Western Province 44-34. Also, 2016, the Western Province beat the Griquas 52-31. So just to make the point, the Griquas have beaten the Western Province on a regular occasion. Kevin Thomas says, Cheetahs versus Pumas, that will be an interesting one, which will be live on the channel as well. We will do the commentary on that game as well. Sharkbrain says, well, I am 50 Rand richer today, thanks to the Griquas. Only 50 Rand. And then Kevin Thomas says, well done, Sharkbrain, congrats. Right, so scrum down here to the Western Province, between the 10 and the halfway line inside their own half. We still got about 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Stormers trailing by a good 9 points at the moment, as that scrum down goes down and wasting a valuable 1 minute of this game. Like I say, still 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Western Province needs a miracle. Let's see how the poll has gone on the channel. So 100 votes. Who will win this game? Western Province still leading with 52% of the votes. The Griquas on 46 and the draw at 2%. So if you want to hear your voice to be heard, go and vote on that poll. Change it to the Griquas as soon as possible. Shark Princess, thanks, Kevin. It seems Province has a bad record against the Griquas away. And the Western Province give away a penalty from that scrum. And you can surely bet on Zander du Plessis going for goal now. JJ Pinar saying, Griquas Eyster, good vibes. So they are going to go for the kick at goal. It is going to be Zander du Plessis to have a shot. We saw him last week getting a 65-meter penalty for the Griquas. And yeah, the Western Province supporter, as we know him, walks away. Yeah, he's had enough of it. Shark Princess, yes, only 50 Rand Guru, but this is the first game of the weekend. Kevin Thomas says Lions and Sharks tomorrow are stream 2. Yeah, we will be doing that one as well. So we've got a hell lot of rugby on tomorrow, starting all the way at between the Chiefs and the Highlanders, which will be a very early game. Then we've got the Chiefs, the Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. We've got the Reds versus the Rebels, then the Pumas against the Cheetahs, and the Lions up against the Sharks. Let's see if Zander du Plessis can get this one. 8 seconds left of the penalty. Lines it up, and that one is going to go to the right of the post, but enough time wasted by Zander to get this Griquas side over the goal line today. Here comes the Griquas from between the 22 and the 10-meter line now, with just a minute and a half to go. Cornell Smith trying to run it from inside his own 22. Gets the offload to Mazi Buko up to the 10-meter line. Penalty to the Western Province. Dangerous tackle there from Dube. And I don't think it warrants a yellow card. Oh, he's gotten the yellow card. So Kutzwaya Dube gets the yellow card for the Griquas. Penalty for the Western Province on the 10-meter line with just a minute to go. Victory are sealed for the Griquas. Oh, my friend is not happy with me at the moment. Well, either way, it is a really good result for the Griquas today at home, winning this game. Currently leading by 9 points. So even if the Western Province do score a try from here, it's not going to happen for them. Right, 22 points to 13. They are reviewing another high tackle from the Griquas, and this could be another possible yellow card for the Griquas as well. The tackle from the loose forward there, number 6, Neil Otto, on the replacement Ethan James. Lifted him over the horizontal and he fell on his back. So that should be a yellow card. Another yellow card to the Griquas and a penalty to the Western Province. But it won't change any outcome of this game, surely. Kevin Thomas says, congratulations to all Griquas supporters out here. Yeah, so it seems like will we get another yellow card with a minute to go in this game? Namakaba, no, says Yaku Paper. Nothing wrong with the tackle. Well, that's interesting. But anyway, still a penalty to the Western Province between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Tinswell now going to kick this downfield, and he's going to find touch right on the 22-meter line for the Western Province. Yeah, no, that was a clear high tackle from Dube. No question asked about the yellow card there. Right, here comes the Western Province. They've taken it quickly, and it's going to be Leland Zas over for the Western Province. There's about 30 seconds left in this game. Can they go quickly? 22 points to 18. The Griquas leading at the moment. What are they going to do now? Will Jaco Paper's going to go upstairs for this one.
For
what? You're asking for what? We have to find out if there's anything wrong with that. No, Jaco Paper has decided that the try will stand here, and Ethan James, the pass to Leland Zas gets over the try line. Is there any time left for the Western Province here? All right, the kick at goal has gone over. So it's a 2-point game here. It's a 2-point game between the Griquas and the Western Province, and there will be a kickoff to this game. So the Western Province have one last chance to win this. Rian Smith says, thanks, Kevin. Respect. That is what makes rugby supporters great. Absolutely. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Time is up on the clock, but we will have a restart. Zander du Plessis to take this kickoff for the Griquas, and a deep kick in taken by Tim Swill now. What will the province do from here? They take it up through Ethan James now, 10 meters from their own try line. Percy gets it out. Tim Swill again now. Cornell Smith beats Zander du Plessis, and into touch it goes. That is going to be a famous victory for the Griquas again today. Unfortunately, not working out for the Western Province in the end. But what a nail-biting finish to this one. And is the game over? Yes, it is. So congratulations to the Griquas for winning this one by the slendest of margins of 22 points to 10. And a good valiant effort from the Western Province to come back towards the end. But too little, too late in the end. Too sloppy, too many handling errors, ill discipline, and both teams getting 2 tries apiece in this one, with the Griquas walking away with a 2-point victory over the Western Province today. 11J said, thanks, well done to the Griquas. So I will leave you guys at that today. I will see you guys back tomorrow morning early for Super Rugby on my channel. But until then, have a good weekend.